Well, a very good morning, West Ham fans. Shall we have a few transfer rumours? Go on then. Yes, everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. Hope your weekend is going swimmingly so far. Obviously, we play Crystal Palace this weekend, later on Sunday, and 5 games left in the Premier League, including Sunday's game. So, less than a month away from the end of the season. It's clear that we have a massive, it's not a hidden secret. We have a massive rebuild job. Exciting rebuild job, really, because regardless of who's in the dugout in August, this is the first proper Tim Steindon summer transfer window. Last year, Moyes still had the veto in terms of transfers, but Tim did all right, didn't he? Yes, we got rid of number 41. Yes, we got rid of Schumacher, but we brought in the likes of Edson Alvarez, Mohamed Kudus, Mavropanos, and then obviously Moyes brought in JWP. It worked in terms of that. But going forward, we know that Tim is in charge of recruitment, and so he's been going on scouting missions. We know he's had this trip to Brazil. But there's many others that have been scouted, apparently. And we're going to concentrate today on just 4, talking about the latest of 4 rumours, all to do with strikers. It's clear that we need someone, a proper striker. Now, no disrespect to Mikel Antonio, but at 34, he won't be able to hack it another season playing, 90 minutes all the time. In the same way, we go back to Thursday. They had Patrick Schlick, pretty ineffective in the first half. But then they could bring on Victor Boniface, who was, he's their top goal scorer. He has been injured, granted, but we could do that. If we get a decent, number 9, Antonio, in essence, could be that impact signing. And that he could carry on, 30 minutes here, 40 minutes there, the odd cup game. He could probably do that for another season and a half, at least, I reckon, barring injuries, because, it's a short amount of time rather than, you will be able to check him out for 90 minutes each time. But anyway, regardless of that, let's talk about some guys we've been linked with. Let's start with... Oh, I've missed a cue. Let's start again, shall we? Let's start with this man. Samu Omorodion. Samu and Omorodion. Apparently us, Brighton, Wolves have all been watching Samu during an eye-catching season in La Liga for Atletico Madrid, owned for the Athletic Madrid owned player. He's currently on loan at Deportivo, and apparently the 19-year-old has caught the eye of the likes of West Ham and Brighton and Wolves. He joined Atletico Madrid last year when Atletico Simeone, Diego Simeone's side triggered his £5 million release clause from Granada. And then he was farmed out on loan to Deportivo Alvarez, and he's helped them move 7 points clear of the La Liga relegation zone. He's got 8 goals to his name, twice as many as Alavez's next top goal scorer. He's a Spanish under-21 international, and he's earned his club valuable points against the likes of Villarreal, Celta Vigo, Almeria, and also he's played and scored in both of their games against Barcelona this season. You can see he's a bit of a big lad, and he is could be the true successor to Mikel Antonio. We hear that Atletico Madrid are happy with his progress. He's 6'4", but as I said, with West Ham, Wolves, and Brighton all interested in him, Atletico may, decide maybe to cash in. And they've got I mean, they've got Memphis Depay, they've got Morata. They're not getting any younger, granted, but maybe they could make an instant profit on that £5 million at least, double, triple, quadruple, on a player who hasn't made a single team appearance this year, or for their club. So maybe it might be a in and out job. Maybe. The fact he's 19, the fact he's 6'4", the fact he's scoring goals in La Liga already is of interest to us, surely, and could be one of those pearls that Tim has. And that's what I mean in terms of the types of players we're looking at. A player like Samu really excites me. Young, hungry, aggressive, big, powerful. He's only going to get stronger. You know what I mean? As he gets older and gets wiser. And having scored against in both games against Barcelona this season, he's shown he can play a bit. So keep an eye on Samu. Obviously not the killer whale from SeaWorld. Elsewhere, another player we've been linked with. In League A. We're all over the place today. League A. We'll go back to the Liga later, but League A. And apparently West Ham will have to pay at least £21.4 million if they're to beat their transfer rumour rivals Rennes to the signing of Toulouse striker This Talinga, according to Jules Foot. Hammers apparently targeted the Toulouse striker with 16 goals and 5 assists across all competitions this season. He's 23 and could be a ready-made signing for West Ham. Apparently, the price tag should not be putting off West Ham as they look to obviously bring in a new striker. He won his first Dutch cap this year or last year, and obviously about Mickey and Danny Ings. They've only managed 6 goals between them all season. Dallinger has double that alone. As I said, we are being linked to him. We are being in the same bracket as sides like Rennes. There'll be obviously other League R sides interested in him, and also other Premier League sides and European sides. But again, another name who's under the radar. So yes, interesting. Let's go back to La Liga, and the one that's not under the radar. It's like, now have I got transfer rumours for you? An old classic, transfer gold. If it was a radio station, Youssef En-Nesyri. Apparently, West Ham have been told £25 million. How is he just 26? I swear we've been linked to him for about 20 years. But apparently, £25 million bid is enough, according to reports in Diario de Sevilla, that we can get Youssef En-Nesyri. Obviously, 68 goals, 189 appearances for Sevilla. Better goal to game ratio than Antonio. Obviously, we're familiar with him because obviously we played against him in the 21-22 season. He's got good work ethic. He runs the channels. He's good in the air. He can play on the floor. He's a good player. 25 million quid, a feasible amount, I think, and would definitely give us a different option potentially. Maybe someone like Samu is very similar to like Antonio, sort of a battering ram. Youssef, he's quite tall. I think he's 6'2", 6'3", but he's not so much of a battering ram, but he does like to run the channels, and he is a bit of a bastard player. I particularly remember at the London Stadium, he's a bit of a wind-up merchant, which I quite like. Do you know what I mean? And finally, let's go back to the Premier League. One of the names we've been linked to is Dominic Solanke. Apparently, 50 million. 50 million it's going to cost you if you want him in the summer. We know he's been a long-term target for West Ham. We've scouted him many times. And obviously he's had an explosive season this season. 19 goals, 4 assists in 36 appearances across all competitions. We know, likes of Spurs and Arsenal are also sniffing around as well. And he actually did sign a fresh 4-year deal last September. So that will drive the price up, which is why it's a £50 million price tag, apparently. Obviously, Bournemouth will be keen to keep him at the club, but are open to big money offers for a player like him. which then they could reinvest. The Chelsea Academy product has started every game this season for the Cherries and has played 99% of league minutes this term. He's got one cap for England and he's pushing for a spot in the squad for Germany. And I mean, anyone who saw, was it last week? The goal against Man United, cracking goal. Outside the box, bosh. Fierce shot right in the corner. Keeper had no chance. Like him. Holly did a show the other day about him and also been linked with the likes of Ivor Toney, sort of comparing the two. Both quite different players and quite interesting players, I think, of how they'd work with West Ham. Obviously, we've been linked with so many other players. Pavlidis from AZ Alkmaar, Fofortudius from Panathinaikos, amongst a whole host of others as well. But I just thought I'd bring just attackers. And I'm going to watch a bit more of this Samu guy. I like the sound of him. I like the cut of his jip. I'm going to press that button so it's better. I like the cut of his jip. You'll notice also we've got a new channel sponsor, a new channel partner, one of our growing list, Alloy Collectors. These dudes are lovely. And what they do is, I mean, actually, all this is available in the club shop, but it's cheaper if you do it by us. They do these sort of little keepsakes. So they're like metal. I mean, I'll get it out. It's QVC, Ruster's QVC. But honestly, I'm excited about this because I love all these little desk trinket things and things for yourself. So it's, let's get it all out. Oh, let's just get it all out. Let's get it out. So it comes with like this, like a little changing room, like you get at London Stadium, and this is made of metal, stainless steel metal. You know, that one's already put together for you. And what you can do is you've got the stickers, and you can put their name on the back, and you can put the name of the player you want up there, and it fits in there nicely. How could that look? How could that look like on your shelf, your man cave, or your office? In it, Father's Day's around the corner. Or if you want to be more adventurous, there's one here which it doesn't come with the thingy jig with the changing room, but you can make it up yourself. It's a bit like a Meccano set thing. So yeah, some people like that as well. I like a bit of Lego. That's what I like. Anyway, link in the description. The West Ham Network members get 15% off every purchase. So use our code in the description. And as I said, get yourself some. They'll be branching them out. They'll be doing retro kits and stuff like that as well. They're just literally, I've only been going for about 4 months as a company, and West Ham are one of the guys who have licensed them, so they're going to be doing lots of retro kits and stuff like that, and they're really, really nice guys, so you're going to hear lots from them on the channel because they're really down to earth. All our football, you know, so a kindred partnership. And until then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep an eye on the channel because we'll be doing all the starting 11 shows tomorrow, probably do a watch along, all that type of thing for the Crystal Palace game. And hope have a lovely weekend and lovely Saturday. Much love. Bye-bye.